The last 50 years have been quite a journey. As a young, inner city, first time in suburbia, so this is Orange County, new student at Villa Park High School. My first steps on this journey were to the beat of the March and Spartan cadence. And the very first song I ever mastered on clarinet, yes, this was before I had my conversion to the most melodious and beautiful of all the instruments, was Lights Out, our fight song. And 50 plus years later, I'm still rocking the fight song. I found a home in band, friends in band, a mentor in Randy Coleman, my band director, and eventually a wife from Band Boosters and a daughter from the program. Lifelong friends too. All my sons came through this program and were either drum major or assistant drum major. Family members serve on the program staff and are a joy to work with. All my sons graduated here, a breeze for some and a close call for others. We are truly a Spartan family. I have been on this campus for a half century as a student, a teacher, and a parent. I grew up here. My sons and my one daughter have grown up here, and if measured by the outstanding people they have become, this has been a pretty good place to grow up at. Truth be told, my grandkids have been growing up here as well. You see, this program, this school, is an all-in opportunity. If you embrace it, if you give yourself to it, it will reward you exponentially to the effort you put in. If you merely coast through this opportunity, you will miss the really important stuff. Growth, knowledge, maturation, music, deep and abiding relationships, career opportunities, doors being open for college, jobs, travel and experiences unique to this program. 50 years from now, what will your reflections be on your time here? So I encourage you, take the steps now, fully commit now, so you ensure only the good and the positive come your way. Pursue it, earn it, and enjoy it. It's probably not a surprise at this point. I do believe it was one of the worst kept confidences that I will not be returning next year. As it has been said, all things come to an end, and so it is that I will be retiring right after graduation. This should be considered eminently good news for the program, as your new director is no stranger to you, is exceptionally talented, gifted in fact, personally invested in this program, and dedicated to maintaining and progressing it to the next level. Ed Corbett is the only person I would ever consider leaving this program to. I am supremely confident in his talent and look forward to his tenure as your director. As your director, I was able to watch this program grow from a small group of 40-ish players trying desperately to cover all of the requirements of a high school program to the comprehensive Academy of the Performing Arts it is today. Under Ed's leadership, I can only imagine the great things in store for all of you. There are, of course, many people to thank. Too many, in fact, to even think of listing all of their names. There are, though, certain individuals that are deserving of recognition, as it has been their contributions as much, if not more than mine, that have enabled this program. From Disneyland to Princess Cruises, local parades to domination of Indio, televised performances at the Hollywood Bowl and the Santa Claus Lane Parade, these people have been the driving force that not only gave us the permission to do amazing things, but in many cases, the resources as well. 16 years ago, I was a new director, once again, here at Villa Park. 2 weeks later, boosters were clamoring for my termination, because I wasn't doing it like it had always been done. An extremely prescient administrator stood up for me, believed in what I was doing and where the program was going, and did not fire me. He had my back for the next 10 years, and believe me, there were more than a few times that could not have been comfortable for him. He is the single most critical factor in the achievements of this program over time, not because other administrators are lacking, but because he is simply that good. Mr. Ed Howard, thank you. Dr. Miller, Thank you for continuing the legacy of administrative support that has been one of the hallmarks of the performing arts at Villa Park High School, and for your personal guidance and care. Dr. Miller, thank you. Boosters have always been a critical component of the success of this program. In the not too distant past, there were some boosters that were the textbook definition of not only what a booster should be, but that rocked the parenting, supporting, and appreciating genres as well. There was a family that led the way in all of this, that worked then and continue to work tirelessly now in support of this program because they believe in it. They make drapes, send a sleigh, they paint, build alcoves, paint the entire pack, and so much more. Mike and Lori Ferrari, thank you for all that you do for the program, for me, and for being such dear friends. Boosters, thank you for always stepping into the breach and meeting the sometimes extravagant needs of this program. Brandy, Melissa, Jody, Erica, all of you, thank you. There is no chance that I could have ever done this job over the years without the support of my family. All the members of my family have been incredibly patient with the crazy demands this job imposes, with my highly irregular schedule, and with my rather demanding standards and expectations for the students. I know it's difficult for you to believe, but I am not always an easy person to get along with. That being said, I truly cherish the rewards of having my family deeply involved. Amanda, from filing music, baking cupcakes, handling our extensive uniform and wardrobe requirements, repairing wardrobe, cleaning and prepping drapes in the pack, handling correspondence and outside coordination, the care and feeding of an aging director, well, virtually anything you can imagine, you have always met the challenge and produced spectacular results. I cannot imagine this program without you, and I'm so grateful for all that you have done for these young people and for me. Thank you. Rob, Jack, and Ivy, thanks for lending me your wife and mom, and thanks for everything you have done to support us. As it so happens, the program has also expanded my family. As sure as I am that this is exactly where I should have been for all these years, I am just as sure that one of the reasons for that was to be in a position to gain a daughter. Abigail, you are everything a father could want. Not the first of my children to have to endure me as their director, as well as father. Scotty had that burden. You are the first student I have taken in as a member of my family. I am very proud of you, your collegiate record, your contributions to the Villa Park program, the Concordia University program, and most especially to our family. Thank you. It also happens that I've gained a son. He's currently on the other side of the country serving as a United States Marine. He formerly served as your drum major and was a truly outstanding member of our program. He and Abigail have been together for over 3 years now and have made the commitment to be together for the rest of their lives. I could not be happier. Sean, thank you. Welcome to the family, and Semper Fi, son. Speaking of sons and drum majors and student musicians, all 4 of my sons did all of those things. Not only that, they did them so well that they established the standards and expectations for subsequent student leaders. Now, as a pastor, a deputy, one in sales and one in IT, they continue to excel, and from their sometimes remote locations around the country, to always ask about and support everything that we've been trying to do. Eric, Rob, Scott, and John, and to Sarah, Amanda, Annie, and Chris, and Ivy, Jack, Lizzie, Jesse, Addie, and Russell, thank you. In every family, there is always the black sheep, that one member that just can't seem to get with the program. Jennifer, although you chose wisely and married a Marine, glad to have you on board, Michael, you somehow managed to avoid being a Spartan, and of all things had a vocal music focus and were part of the cheer and song squads at Lutheran High School. What were you thinking? I am, however, grateful for your participation in many of our productions as a member of the cast, a dancer, and for your continued support of the program and me. I'm sure your aversion to living in California has nothing to do with not wanting my future grandchild to attend Villa Park. Thank you, Jenny. Finally, best for last in all of that, the hardest job in the world is being the spouse of a band director. As hard as I try, I inevitably bring home some of the frustrations and problems of the program. So there we are, every night, in our chairs on the patio. And it begins with, "So how was your day?" Which is usually followed by, "You won't believe it, but..." And the sordid details of music education in the public school system come out. As it was this year, we don't have a practice field for halftime practice. There's no track for parade practice. They put portable classrooms all over the grinder. There's no gym. There's no pack. The pack is down again for repairs or an assembly or another class or. The schedule got changed again. Now it's an away game. Quite the long list of challenges to overcome that somehow always crept into home life. Never once did she allow that maybe I should leave work at work. Never once did she complain when the rants went on for extended periods of time. Never once did she complain when all I said was, "I have homework tonight. I'm going to the computer." Never once has she complained. She has been there at all the performances save a very few, always tells me how very good they were, takes care of everything around the house so I can focus on trying to take care of everything around the program, and supports me in every capacity. I could have never, ever done this job without her. Eddie, I will not lend her to you. You better start looking in earnest for your own partner. I love her with all my heart. Tracy, thank you for everything. It's been a wild ride, but I'm so glad we took it together. I love you. So it's almost time for the final bell to ring. I'm not sad. I reflect with pride on everything and everyone who has been involved with this program. It has been my privilege to be your director, my honor to be affiliated with your talent, and I assure you that my memories will sustain me for many years to come. Your future is bright. I wish I had been as good as Eddie is. Your opportunities are endless. Your achievements will still be the defining moments in your matriculation at Villa Park, and finally, your membership in this family secures for you an opportunity that those not part of this program will never understand or benefit from. Thank you, Spartans. Semper Fi. God bless. And finally, ready? Break.